You can support In the Past Lane with a donation via Patreon or PayPal. Just go to inthepastlane.com and click on support. Thanks.
Whoa, hit the brakes. You've arrived at the #1 drive-by for American history. Welcome to The Pit Stop. Brought to you by In the Past Lane, the podcast about history and why it matters. Here's Edward T. O'Donnell, your host and historian at large.
Hi everyone, welcome to The Pit Stop, your Monday morning source for history on the go in just about 5 minutes. We offer this feature every Monday, in addition to our full feature episodes. Here's what happened in American history the week of July 16th, 2018. Let's start with birthdays. July 16th, 1862 is the birthday of Ida B. Wells, who was born in Holly Springs, Mississippi. She became a journalist and civil rights activist who, in the late 1890s, waged a fearless campaign to call attention to the hideous crime of lynching. Lynching was one of the primary ways in which white supremacists stripped away the civil rights of African Americans. Drawing on her skills as a journalist, Ida B. Wells wrote searing exposés of lynching that revealed it for what it truly was: terrorism in its purest form. Ida B. Wells once said, "One had better die fighting injustice than die like a dog or rat in a trap." July 17th is the birthday of Elbridge Gerry, who was born in Marblehead, Massachusetts in 1744. Gerry was a diplomat and holder of many political offices, including vice president. But he's best known for the fact that his political rivals used his name to describe the process of creating highly partisan electoral districts way back in 1812. We know this process as gerrymandering. July 21st, 1899, that's the birthday of the great writer Ernest Hemingway, author of classics like For Whom the Bell Tolls and The Sun Also Rises. Hemingway once said, "There is nothing to writing. All you do is sit down at a typewriter and bleed." July 22nd is the birthday of Emma Lazarus, who was born July 22nd, 1849 in New York City. Lazarus wrote the famous poem The New Colossus that was later added to the Statue of Liberty, the one that talks about the huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Okay, let's shift to events. July 18th, 1969, that's when a car driven by Senator Ted Kennedy skidded off a bridge and plunged into the waters in a little-known Massachusetts town called Chappaquiddick. Kennedy survived the accident, but his passenger, Mary Jo Kopechne, drowned. This scandal would dog Kennedy for the rest of his career. July 19th, 1848, that's when about 150 women and a few men gathered in the town of Seneca Falls, New York, for the first ever conference on women's rights. Led by Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Lucretia Mott, the assemblage endorsed resolutions demanding equal rights for women. July 20th is the anniversary of one of the truly excellent and most bizarre stories in American history. That's when, in 1801, the residents of the town of Cheshire, Massachusetts, sent a mammoth cheese to President Thomas Jefferson in honor of his support of religious liberty. How mammoth was this cheese? It weighed 1,230 pounds. Mammoth indeed. July 20th, 1969, that's when Neil Armstrong of the Apollo 11 space mission became the first man to walk on the moon. His famous words as he took that step were, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Okay, time for the last word. With all the talk these days about immigration, let's give it to Emma Lazarus. Here are the key lines of her famous poem about the Statue of Liberty. "Here at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, in her name Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame. Keep, ancient lands, your storied pomp," cries she with silent lips. "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door." Okay, people, that's your history fix for the week. Now put it in drive and go make your own history.